Guys, working on 2018 Ford Explorer. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be replacing the rear motor mount on the 3.5 liter V6. Now you can buy these in a set. If you want to get all three of them, you can get the front motor mount, which is right there, the rear motor mount, which is under the battery box, and the rear motor mount. And it's about $160, $170 right around there, and those are aftermarket. This actually is from an auto parts store. It's still considered an aftermarket product, but it seems a little bit better, a little bit stronger. However, it's about $65 just for the one. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get underneath there, and if you have a skid plate or a splash pan that goes up underneath, you need to remove that at this time. This particular vehicle does not have one, so I cannot show you the removal of that. But what we're going to do is we're going to get up underneath there. I'm going to jack this thing up so we can get to the two bolts. That's all it is. You got one bolt here and one bolt going here. That's holding this in. Okay, this is a good jack point right here. I'm going to raise this up, get it high enough that you can just slide underneath there and work. In the very back right there, that is the motor mount that you're going to be changing out. So let's go ahead and get underway on that. Also, while you're under here, if you just pulled it in, make sure it's cooled down so you don't burn the crap out of yourself. All right, so all these are 15 millimeter bolts. There's one right there and one right there. Now, those are the two that actually hold the motor mount on. And if you look up a little higher here, there's two more right here that you may have to just loosen up just to get this to drop free, because they are pinched in. If you notice, it's pinched here, and it also is pinched right here. So then what we're going to do is we're going to unscrew this. I'm going to take this out first, and then I'm going to go ahead and work on these after. All right, so I'm pulling out, I already got this loose. And then I went ahead and pulled this this bolt here. Now, I'm not too worried about the engine moving down on me at all, because in the rear here on the transmission, there's a transmission mount that is basically it suspends the transmission and it rests on the frame, and that's bolted in, so there's really no movement there. And then on the front side over here, there's a motor mount that also is bolted onto the frame, and so it suspends the front part of the engine. Now, if you're afraid that the transmission and the engine is going to come down a little bit on you, then if you are, I'm not, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and change this out without any hesitation. You could take a jack stand, put a jack stand up on here, and then you could take your floor jack and move it up underneath here just to give it extra support. All right, so here's the rear bolt. And now we'll go ahead. So I just took that one out right there. And then we're working on this one now. So this whole thing, see how it just slides down? It did not shift at all. So you're good. So you should be able to just take this one out and then drop this whole thing down. Let's go ahead and pull out this your second bolt here, and this is, there's your second bolt, and that one actually is longer than your rear bolt. Your rear bolt is the shorter one. The front one is the longer one. All right, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and just loosen these up here. This one this way, that way it pulls away from the actual mount and makes it easier to just take it out. All right, so you don't have to take these all the way out, just 3 or 4 turns, and watch out, because once it loosens up, it'll fall out. So all you're doing is just giving just a little bit right here, and then all you're doing is just gonna wiggle this thing out just like that. All right, so here's the new motor mount against the old motor mount. Now, motor mount, this one in particular, the one that's in the rear, basically absorbs the movement of the twisting motion, I guess you could say, of the engine. So that's what this does. It takes and it absorbs the twisting motion. And if you notice on this one is completely shot. So look at that, whole entire piece is completely, it's almost completely out. It's cracked all the way down across the bottom. Look at that on the back side. I mean, this thing is just about, I'm surprised it didn't come all the way through, just completely break. But anyways, that's how critical motor mounts are. You do need to address this. So if you have any kind of vibration, shifting hard, look at your motor mount, your transmission mount. Yeah, so anyways, if you push on this, I just want to show you this update here. If you push on it, look, it will completely come out. So all it was doing, it was just being held in by absolutely nothing. All right, so on the back, let me show you something here. So on the back, it has these little indentions right there like that. And on the back right here, so I'm going to show you right here. On the back side, you have 3 on the back here of this bracket. So make sure you have it far enough out that you can slide it back up and then slide it and lock it into this place. Now, up here on this one, you don't have the brackets. So this just slides in place. So start with this one first. So pull back on this or unscrew the bolts and then just bring it back a little further. And then lock this in. So you're going to have to kind of shove this whole thing up in there. And it will lock in place. Put your bolt in and you're golden. All right, another thing to note, you want to have the this rubber piece closest to your exhaust. So do not have it facing the opposite way. It goes towards the exhaust. And then what you're doing is you're just, if you need to line up your bolts, you can just go ahead and grab a hold of the motor and it will swing back and forth. So you do have pressure enough to move it around to drop your bolts into place. I got this one in and it started and those 3 tabs now are locked in. This one is pretty close. All they need to do is just pull back on it until it lines up, and then I can just slide that bolt in. All right, so when you go to align this, start the bolts first and get them started. Do not tighten these down and then go to the next one. Get both of them started. Run the threads in a little bit. Get it so it's aligned already, because once you get the bolt through and you start it on the threads, and you start the front one into the threads here, then it's aligned and it's ready to go. So once that's achieved right there, then you can go ahead and cinch this down, torque it down, torque this one down, and then we can go ahead and finish the upper 2. All right, once you get these good and tight, don't forget the top 2 and get those good and tight. All right, so here's what it looks like, all complete. Yeah, so the other thing too, I was just looking at it. If you push on it hard enough, there you go. All right, so if you have a splash pan up underneath here, go ahead and put that back in, and then we are done. So we can just go ahead and lower down the floor jack. All right, so this completes the installation of the rear motor mount. If you do need help with the front motor mount or your transmission mount, I do have videos loaded for that, so check those videos out. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.